London session. So I want to make a clearer video to what we already posted before. So I'm going to take this out and a very sharp one so anyone can understand it. You switch to your line chart. This is an important price action trend line, very important to us. Here we have SR, support become resistance and breaker structure on 3 hours candle close. And we have here as RS, resistance becomes support on 3 hours. And after the break of structure, we had here as a retest candle as resistance becomes support on break of structure. And when the structure was broken, automatically it became a demand floor. So on technical, BTC is still very much in a bullish net. It's still in a bullish zone. So don't give up yet. Why am I doing this video? I'm making this video to balance the 4 hours ascending trend line. Also leaves you with the possibility that price at any time could pull back and at the same time return to its normal position. If you look here again, we have another breakout structure here on 3 hours. This breakout structure has stood firm on 3 hours and on 4 hours, maintaining the same momentum buy. And I also want to put into perspective where we have here as SR support become resistance and breakout structure. And we have another structure here, arrest. And of course, you can call it RT if you want, but this is the making of the process, the making of the ascending trend line. You need an interchange, SR-RS interchange, RS-SR interchange. Then you pick it up from there. So now we have established the case. So when price return here after break of structure, it becomes RT slash SR officially. And you have seen that Bitcoin left us on Sunday. On Sunday, look at it, and it has left. On technical, if price returns to this ascending trend line, it will come on confluence. Two ascending trend line acting as a dynamic support, and most likely at that level, all things being equal, we could see a pullback and price return back into its trajectory. And if you clone this structure to return it to our current all-time high on 3 hours close, it gives you a clear rejection, which we have felt this morning. And you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's a clear trade. It's a very clear trade. So we have leveraged on that strategy. It is pure strategy. So this is a sell zone. This is the weak and this is the body. This is the body, this is the weak. If you look at it on 3 hours close, we have used the price action from this ascending trend line. The trend angle is the same. Always know about trend angle and when to clone trend angle to use a support floor to get a demand structure. You know, so you can use your demand to get your supply. You can use your supply to get your demand, whichever way. So it's interchangeable. And so that is what we got there. And that's a very beautiful structure, very beautiful price action. And we have here as RS resistance becomes support on breakout structure, RS1. And finally, price came RS2. And you have seen market take away over 60% of that yesterday buy. And in a more critical case, I need to step down into 2 hours to see there is a price action I want to see at the top layer. And we have here, so we also have to watch. You also have to watch very careful. You need to watch very carefully. There is a price action at that level. So in a more extreme case, price could pull down into 117, 191 for a potential bullish opportunity. So it is what it is. And at the moment, let's see what price does. Let's see what it does. But I'll tell you for free, there is already a setup. There's a 2 hour setup. And I'm trying to see what price does with this structure at this level. You see, a break of this level is not looking good. It's not looking good for buyers. It's not looking good. There is a very high probability that selling will continue. The probability is very, very, very high. Very, very high. Based on what price I've done here. So we'll go back to 3 hours close. If this 3 hours candle closes and it doesn't make its way back here, then most likely you will see a retest into a broken demand floor and the price will come down back into 117, 759.4 as your new demand floor. Yes, this is strategy. Trading is technical. You see, everything is not does not go straight the way you were told. Most things in trading are 100% technical. And I'll tell you, in a more extreme case, price might come back to retest this descending trend line breakout. This descending trend line breakout is very solid to me on 2 hours. We have a couple of closes on 2 hours that is keeping it, and those closes on 2 hours gives it its strength and impetus. So let me refresh your mind as to why this trend line is very strong on 2 hours. On 3 hours, it's not looking strong, but on 2 hours, it's looking very, very strong. You can only see that when you reflect in the mirror, which is your line chart. On the line chart, you see that we have here a demand floor and a break of a demand floor. We had here as a supply roof after break of structure, ROS1, and we had another one, ROS2, we had another one, ROS3, and a candle close on 2 hours. Then we now came back and tested the structure again. And we tested the structure, and finally we tested, and before we broke the structure and came back on a candle close on 2 hours, confirming at a broken supply roof is now a demand floor. And you have seen a push into creating a new all-time high. So what does that tell you? That if price returns into that area, it represents interest. It represents buy interest on a descending trend line, DTL. So I want to see price pull back into 117. It could even extend itself to where the breakout happened. It could return into 117 whole number. So I'm going to drop that buy idea 117K into 117,300 and extended into 118. Even if you hold 11, let's say 117,800 is a valid. These are all valid zone where I expect you, if you are holding a buy idea, each of these buy ideas are valid at this level. Each of them are valid at this level based on the current price action. So if we are patience is key and critical. And I told you we have a couple of defense against the sellers. We have a descending trend line breakout. We have an ascending structure on 4 hours acting as dynamic resistance initially. It's been broken. It's now a current demand floor. So look at what price have done here. SRO level, ROS level, breakout of RS, demand, demand, demand. And on Sunday, we have technically left. And I want price to pull back into that structure. That will be 1117.75. So that was why I gave 1117.800. So whichever of this zone you are holding, you hold it firmly, manage your risk. So what it means is that when you come into this zone, you come in with a minimal lot size, knowing fully well that the market can turn around against you. If the market turns around against you, how much do you intend to lose? Because it's risk to reward ratio. So it is important that you treat trading as probability And as you start the day, I want you to reflect into your strategy and reflect and to see if you are doing well enough, if you have got a strategy that addresses the market. If not, I will advise you to go and watch my videos and learn all that we are doing on TradingView. We have a couple of views on TradingView. Go and watch our videos on TradingView, and you will learn a lot about the strategy and how we use market structure to look at the direction of market. Is basically, centered on SRRS interchange and ability to allow market to create a structure. The moment the market creates a structure, you step in and leverage on the structure the market has created. It's like people play around and you come in and take the prize. So my strategy is to allow the market, when the market is marinated, I come into the market, I take the profit and I walk away. That's all I do for a living. So as you start the day strong. Wish you good luck. Bye bye.